Hey guys, welcome back to another Vertigo video. I am going to be getting more in touch with my roots with this one. We had the Smash tier list, part 3 coming soon. I had a travel video, and just a lot of kind of different sort of things that I've come out with this year. This is more, me going back to the basics. Before we get into that, I have just like one major update. I got a new car. I've always wanted to be the kind of person who like owns a Mini Cooper, and now I have one. It's not like a new car. I mean, it's new for me, but it's used. I got it for like a very good price, and I love it. It's the most I've ever liked a car that I owned. I've never really been too emotionally attached to any of them before, and this one's great. And so its name is the well, I'll tell you, it's actually not Berticar, and it's also not Bertmobile, though in my head I was kind of mentally fighting for that one. No, it's actually called Hippo. When I got it, my girlfriend was like, "Oh, it's so cute, like it looks like a hippo." And quite honestly, if anyone asks, hippos are kind of my favorite animal. So that's how Hippo was born, okay? My car's name is Hippo, and I'm very happy about it. Don't question that decision. So, story time. So I was playing Smash, going about my day, just trying to relax, have some fun. And I stumbled upon a particularly interesting match, and I'm not gonna lie, it really shook me to my very core. Something happened. It was the last thing I could have expected. I mean, I'll have more to say about it, but, see for yourself. Ganondorf, I actually don't dislike this matchup. Oh my god, damn it! Wait, what did you do that for? What the hell? Literally, I've never seen that before. What the heck is that? Oh, you just fucked your chances now, my guy. Ooh, and he forgot about the range on the final smash. Oh god. That's rough, but why did he kill himself? Why? To those of you who don't know, I was the reverse victim of a phenomenon known as homie stalking. Now what is that? What does it mean to be a reverse victim? How different is it from being a victim? Well, I was shown such a gesture of compassion by an online stranger that I didn't know what to do with that. What could this person possibly gain from this gesture? Are they playing the long game? Is it some kind of like sick joke? Were they taunting me? I don't really want to revisit that again. You guys remember how that was? What possibly could explain it? So, after the match, I basically wanted to dive in and, see if I could, remember or, begin to understand a little bit deeper some of my previous biology education. I was a biology major once upon a time. It didn't last very long. Evolutionary biology was my main interest. So how about I combine these two things? Let me dive a little deeper into what the heck is going on here. To begin to understand this phenomenon a little bit more closely, I decided to talk to some of the two best people I know, my friends and fellow Smash players. State your relationship to each other.
Friends.
So how often do you guys Smash?
Like once or twice
right, state your name, please.
Timothy Ranisto.
Timothy Rianisto, how often do you homie stalk?
What?
State your name, please.
Jose.
Jose, how do you feel when you homie stalk?
Pretty good.
How often do you homie stalk?
Not one time in my entire life.
Homie stock?
Yeah, in Smash, if someone SDs and you feel bad for them, you'll kill yourself so that it evens out.
That was... We did that a couple of times, but that was years ago.
Would you homie stalk?
If we were winning by a lot, I would consider.
So would you guys homie stalk for each other?
You're gonna need to do it a lot.
Yeah, I would.
How do you know you would feel pretty good?
Well, because it seems nice when I see people do it on YouTube and stuff, but I can't do that. I want to win.
So are you saying that if you were playing online, trying to get a character into Elite, you wouldn't homie stalk?
Never, because when I'm playing online, it's to get a character into Elite and I can't afford it less.
Would you homie stalk for me?
If we were playing against each other and something crazy happened, yeah, sure.
If someone homie stalks for you, will you homie stalk for them?
Like on the other team?
Yes.
Yeah, I would.
And are you more likely to homie stalk for a friend?
Yeah, I would.
Are you more likely to homie stalk depending on which character you are?
I only play one character.
And it depends on who I'm playing against.
So how would you guys rate my characters?
Out of your best to worst?
No, just in general.
Well, you're like
Sonic's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like an 8 out of 10.
My Sonic is an 8 out of 10?
Mm-hmm.
All of them are about an 8 out of 10.
Gonna be honest, I didn't find that to be the most enlightening conversation. Sure, you know, they had some interesting perspectives to offer, but I figured if I'm really gonna get to the bottom of this, I can't just ask around. I need to explore all avenues. Oh, and sorry for like the audio quality in that. I have no idea what that was. I don't know if the microphone was being obstructed. Thanks for dealing with that. So much like I did in the last video, we are going deep into our evolutionary history. We're going deep into the origin of complex species themselves. I stumbled upon an article from aurelius.org to try to get some answers. It made the argument that not only is compassion itself an evolutionary useful trait, but rather it is fundamental. It is a fundamental part of our shared reality, often with other species. Stating specifically, it is possible that evolution did not create compassion, but revealed or discovered it, much like how mathematics or physical laws seem to be discovered rather than invented. In addition, it strengthens social bonds, increases group survival, and promotes cooperation. I mean, this seems pretty cool so far, right? I mean, we understand that there are some basic benefits on a species level to being able to connect and care for people who are perhaps in a little bit more of an unfortunate situation. But what does that have to do with some online stranger that I'm playing in the developed world, and there's really no particular benefit to survival through the lens of a video game? But we'll get to that. The article proceeded to bring in Immanuel Kant, who obviously is kind of one of the biggest and most important moral philosophers in history. And it adds that if Kant were alive today, he might suggest that compassion is not just a fixed thing, but a potentiality, something woven into the blueprint of reality, waiting to manifest. It exists not as an object of structure, a possibility that emerges when the right conditions bring it forth. The article kind of concludes with some religious parallels, specifically with Buddhism, and Buddhism is going to make the argument that compassion is the natural internal response as we grow to see reality for what reality really is. Thus connecting it to more of just like, the more enlightened you are, the more in tune with reality you are, the more compassionate of a person you're going to be. I think that's kind of cool, but I'm still not satisfied with that. I also desired to tackle this topic from a slightly different perspective. I mean, I don't think it really takes some deep thinking Harvard psychologist, sociologist to realize that there are some empathy gaps within certain groups, right? In the context of social media. People put themselves in bubbles, right? So like you're more likely to connect with and empathize with people who are in your bubble, and people outside the bubble are more likely to be considered your enemy. Naturally, I'm kind of wondering, how does that contribute to compassion? I mean, we saw through COVID that like a lot of people engage in pretty specific antisocial behavior. I mean, how often are we seeing people apparently not knowing how to behave anymore at sporting events, concerts, just in public life? You know, not to get like too into it, but like, it kind of seems like there's something there, right? So I wanted to approach the topic from that point of view also. So I found an article from Psychology Today, which is a platform that I use for my work, titled Social Media and Empathy Across the Globe. The study notes that heavy social media users are less empathetic, and some show that they are more empathetic. So we get a bit of a puzzle there. The article goes on to note that on one hand, spending time online may reduce time spent with people offline, which could make empathy skills become rusty, because they require practice. Like anything, right? But it's also possible that people may use social media to practice their social skills and transfer these skills to offline interactions. Okay, so we might be getting somewhere. The article definitely takes a bit more of a pessimistic turn, as it notes that the more social media people reported using, the lower their levels of empathy. Participants who reported using social media more frequently were more likely to report feeling personal distress in response to other people's expressions of emotions. And this I found particularly interesting. But personal distress is a controversial type of empathy because unlike other types of empathy, it does not lead to helping other people when they need it. So that calls into question like evolutionary utility, right? Like what the heck is the point of having a particular kind of feeling if you're not going to do anything about it, if you're not going to act on it, right? There's always a saying in evolutionary biology, right? Evolution doesn't care how painful something is as long as it gets results. Childbirth, right? Classic example of that. It doesn't care how painful it is. So what's the point of having this feeling, this overwhelming feeling, and then not doing anything about it? And lastly, those who reported using more social media generally reported more symptoms of narcissism, being out of touch with one's own emotions, a trait that often goes hand in hand with low empathy. Is that true? Is it more likely that you will become a narcissist the more social media you use? Or is it bringing out that stuff that's already inside you? It makes me think of, I mean, this is kind of like a really random thing to bring up, but it kind of makes me think how like a lot of bad guys, like whenever there's like a good guy army or a bad guy army in a movie, I mean, think Star Wars, for example, right? The clone troopers versus the Jedi, right? It's easier to empathize, it's easier to connect with something when you can like see its face. You see its face, you see humanity. Not only do you not see stormtroopers' faces, but they're all uniform. They're all wearing the same exact mask, meaning there's no individuality. There's no core thing there that you find that you're connecting to. And I'm taking this a little bit further, but I talked about this in my video on teabagging, right? This whole idea that like this person that you're playing against online, you know, you on paper, you don't have any obligations to them. You don't owe them anything. You don't know who they are. They could be a good person. They could be a bad person, pretty person, ugly person. No one knows. And yet some people, some select few, an elite few, might I add, feel a calling to still homie stock. Act on the compassion. Are these people seeing reality for what it really is? Can I train myself to see reality for what it really is? Even if it's hard, even if I'm not appreciated for it, can I do it? Can you do it? Birda Gang, all of you, I am pleased to say that I believe that the answer is yes. Well guys, I know this wasn't the literal deepest dive into the topic, but I think we've arrived at some pretty good answers here. Now, I'm extremely grateful to my opponent for, you know, leading with that compassion, being an enlightened individual. I don't know who he is, I don't know where he is, I'll probably never meet him, but I hope he's having a good life. So what I want to do is I want to be for someone else what pain was for me. Maybe I can be the homie stalker. Okay, that sounds weird. Maybe I can be the one who homie stalks. Yeah, let's try it. I'd like to invite you guys, you know, if you have a little bit more time to watch this video, yeah, let's have some fun. Let's see what happens. In the meantime, yeah, as I leave, make sure you you know, check out all this stuff. Maybe you can't typically see it, but we got Gengar right there, and then Sonic, and then Digimon's way over there. Okay, cool guys. All right, thank you. Bye. See you at the match. All right, just like the last one, another heavy. We already got our first SD. Wait, what's he doing? What? He's taunting me! What the hell? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? Come on! What the fuck was that? How can he do that? I only stalked him. How could he do that? Oh my god. I gotta get out of here. Man, fuck this shit. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. What the fuck are you looking at? Wait. What's that? Guys, I've forgotten what I learned. I forgot. In order to truly be enlightened, you gotta clean up your side first. You gotta clean up your basement. You gotta clean up your garage. Gotta let it go, man. Let it go. I had to get a lot of bad stuff out of my system. And I'm not just talking about what happened when I lit my cigarette. Enlightenment is hard. Learning is hard, guys. But you do it anyways. You do it because you know that path is inherently good. And with that, I bid you guys farewell. Thanks for watching.